Hello everyone and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Gavin Hatch. This week we'll be over at the Universal Orlando Resort since it's had so much going on these past few days with rides closing, seasonal events starting up soon, and lots of new entertainment in the parks. So let's get started. Coming into City Walk from the parking structure, you will notice all new advertising designs being used. The new signs feature a lot of characters seen in the parks, as well as advertising for Universal's Express Pass service, Blue Man Group, their 4 current on-site hotels, and Universal's free app. Some of the designs even advertise the Universal Moments hashtag. I'm also a fan of the Transformers sign telling guests to drive home safe. I thought it was pretty clever. Recently, these A-frame signs have been placed at every power walk and escalator in the parking garage. I'm guessing that someone was injured, and I wonder how long these will stay around. In City Walk, the construction on the new NBC Sports Grill and Brew is nearing completion. Outside on the patio, you will notice even the chairs and TVs have been put in place, some even still have the wrapper on. I even got some shots of the crew installing the huge Jumbotron screens. I'm so excited and ready for this place to be done. It was very fast, and I can't wait to get some great food here. On the bridge going over to Universal Studios, you will see new banners placed on the light poles that feature characters found specifically in just that park. I couldn't get any of the new ones over Islands of Adventure because of the rain that hit later that day, but just like the ones at the studios, they feature characters found only in Islands of Adventure. I think they look great, and it's a nice way of welcoming guests. Now over at the Arch, you will see the banner that's been put in place for the upcoming Rock the Universe music event that takes place on the 11th and 12th of this month. At the ticket booths in front of the park, you will notice that new signs are also used to advertise to guests to buy multi-day and multi-park tickets. The new signs feature characters from both parks. Once inside, you'll see all the windows at the Betty Boop store have been covered up as the store undergoes its major renovations. Around the park, you will also see booths for the food and alcohol vendors at Halloween Horror Nights are popping up. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite food and beverage is at Halloween Horror Nights each year. Speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, if you go over to the streets of New York, you will notice this burnt down gazebo. When I got closer to it, I noticed it's a steel painted structure that will make it able to have actual flames around it. Right behind the gazebo are these 2 white fence boxes that hide the propane tanks that will be used to fuel the flames. I think it's such a cool effect for the scare zone. Some additional decor in the streets of New York has been added, such as this small bus. New entertainment offerings have been added to the park these past few days. The entertainment is so new that you won't find any info or showtimes on the maps just yet. Sing It is an a cappella type performance that takes place across from the Revenge of the Mummy ride. Down the street across from Beetlejuice, there is another new offering called Beat Builders. If you want to see videos of the performances, you will find them here on the Attractions Magazine channel, so check it out and subscribe. Over by the Fear Factor Stadium, this small stage has been put up for what I'm guessing will be used for the Rock the Universe event this weekend. And at the Fear Factor Stadium, you can see that no shows are going on until November, since the stadium is used for the very popular Bill and Ted show that takes place every night at HHN. Over in Springfield, I noticed that the Simpsons family has a new area for doing meet and greets with guests. This used to be used for the extended queues for the Simpsons ride itself. Over in the Central Park area, you can see a lot of progress has taken place as more decor for HHN is put up. This has always been one of my favorite areas for Scare Zone since it gets so dark and the walkways are very narrow here. Up until yesterday, the 7th, this stage was all set up and had all the set pieces out for what will be used in the new Jack the Clown show during HHN. But due to the Rock the Universe event also using this stage in the upcoming days, all the set pieces were removed, but will be back next week. A lot of progress has taken place over at the San Francisco area of the park, with new large set pieces going in place for the all-night, die-in, double-feature Scare Zone. Now in that same area, I got some pictures today of what used to be up until last night, Disaster Studios. Disaster, a major motion picture ride starring you, closed forever as it's taken out to make room for the all-new Fast and Furious attraction, which is scheduled to open in 2017. I was so surprised how overnight they took all the signage down and already got the construction walls up. Because this attraction was so unique, it was one of my favorites, so it was kind of hard to see it go. Well, we're moving on over to Islands of Adventure, but before we do, let's stop over to check out what used to be the NBA City restaurant. The building is still in place, but signs are up telling guests that it is indeed not open. Now, yesterday was also the last day that you could ride the Incredible Hulk coaster at Islands of Adventure. It's not going to be open for about a year as they get new trains, a launch system, and it's rumored that the queue, that was for the most part not air-conditioned, will be enclosed to make it more enjoyable while waiting in line. Just like a Disaster, the construction walls are already up and telling guests of its 2016 return. In the back of the park, I wanted to check out some of the construction progress on Skull Island Reign of Kong. You can see it looks like it's almost done and going to open right on schedule for next summer. A lot of new rock work has been completed since I last took pictures here, and also a lot of work on the building too. It looks like they're getting ready to lay down the pavement where the ride vehicles will drive on and the parts of the ride that take place outside. It sure is looking great, and I cannot wait for it to open. On my way out, I noticed more new entertainment in the park. Up at the port of entry, these men were performing all kinds of balancing acts with chairs and dancing. Well, that does it for this edition of Photo Finds. In the comments below, tell me what your thoughts are on the closure of Disaster, as well as what it is that you're looking forward to the most this Halloween season. Until next time, get out, have fun, and enjoy the parks.